Hey everybody, this is Chris Arnold, Avon Independent Sales Leader, and just wanted to take a few minutes to give you some alternatives to basic black eyeliner. So there's quite a few different things you can do to kind of change up your eyeliner, get a little bit different look than the standard, black, either cat eye or just a basic black line. The first alternative that I wanted to suggest was the idea of really deep, dark colors that are not black, but are close enough as to kind of give the same effect as black, but give you a little bit of color, maybe to offset your eye color, to complement a particular, eyeshadow look, or even to maybe pick up a color in your outfit or something. So these are just 4 of the examples from our Glimmer Sticks line. Of course, most people's go-to, if they don't do black eyeliner, they go to either a brown or a gray. So this is the brown chocolate and the waterproof Glimmer Sticks. And let me pop the cap off here. Let me get this out where you can see here. So you see that's a very dark, gives you a very dark line, but it's a little bit softer than black. We also have blue is always a good choice, and the midnight blue in the waterproof Glimmer Sticks also is a very, very dark blue if you do a nice bold line. So that gives you an alternative. And blue eyeliners and mascaras are really good if you have bloodshot eyes or irritated eyes. Maybe you have allergies or just haven't been sleeping well. The blue actually helps to offset the white in your eyes and make you look more awake. So that's always a good choice. If you're feeling like you need to look a little bit more awake, go with a blue liner. This is called Blackened Green. And this one is really almost black, but it's got just that hint of green in it. So it's a really good choice, especially if you're liking like the green and the teal shades. This is a good, although we do have a teal eyeliner also, but if you want a darker, closer to black shade to go with those color palettes. And then my personal favorite is the Majestic Plum, which is a really, really deep plum. And the great thing about plum is purple really works well with all eye colors. Goes well with blue, goes well with brown, goes fantastic with green. So blue is a good, purple is a good complement to any eye color. So you can do this Majestic Plum, and it's a very, very dark purple. So it's still kind of, maybe from a distance reads it as black. You get the definition that you get in a black liner, but in a little bit softer formula and something that really kind of offsets your eyes and makes your eyes pop. Another alternative to your basic black eyeliner is, of course, having a little bit of fun with your eyeliner colors. So, of course, we have quite a few shades like that, especially in our Glimmer Sticks Diamonds eyeliners. And this is, and we'll go with the other hand for this one, this is the Sugar Plum, which is kind of a nice plummy brownish purple, kind of gives a nice shade that goes with a lot of looks there. Make sure I wasn't putting the cap on upside down. Then, of course, we have our bright blues. This is the, oops, I grabbed the darker colors again. Our bright blue, this is actually the Twilight Sparkle. So this, again, is in our Diamonds line and is a little bit brighter blue, gives you a little bit more color. Sorry if that looks a little bit messy. I'm not really left-handed, so. Then we have, let's see, what else do we have? We have the Teal Sparkle, and there's a lot of great teal colors coming out in the makeup trends. So having a teal liner goes really well with all of those. And that's a nice bright way to add a pop of color to any look. And then we have just the Starry Night Blue, which is if you want a pop of color, but maybe without the shimmer that you get with the Diamonds eyeliners, you can do the Starry Night Blue. That's also a pretty dark blue if you want to do it just as a darker alternative to black. And then, of course, the only color that didn't really, it kind of falls into the darker colors, was we do also have Let's see, is this the waterproof? This is the regular, so this is the Saturn Gray in our regular Glimmer Sticks eyeliner. And the gray is a great alternative to black. If you have fairer skin, fairer features, so like blue eyes, blonde, the gray is a great alternative to the black. A lot of times if you have fairer features, the black can be just really stark. The gray is a great alternative while still being super neutral like the black. Another one of my personal favorite alternatives to a black eyeliner, or even in this case an eyeliner pencil, and it's actually what I did today, where I use my eyeshadow as a liner. And this is a great alternative if you've got, you know, a particular collection of eyeshadows and you can't quite find just the right pencil to go with it. This is a great way to get the liner, use the eyeshadow itself as the liner. It's also something that you can do. You can mix it with your you can mix your powder eyeshadow with your eyeliner pencil to achieve a different effect. Either to, if you can put your eyeliner pencil on first and then smudge some of your darkest shadow in your color palette. So in this case, you would use either the 3 or the 4. This is the Desert Sun in the matte finish eyeshadow quad. So you can take an eyeliner brush, and the one that we have is dual-ended, so you have either the angled, which is a very thin, flat, or you have more of a smudger type. It's a soft, it's kind of a soft, dense little bundle of bristles. So you have two options there for being able to use your powder as your liner, or in addition to your pencil liner or your liquid liner. So you could do, you know, a black line or one of these, you know, darker colors, or even the gray, just to get the definition. But then you can go in with like this lovely purple color, and you can go over the liner pencil, and that kind of softens it, and it also helps it set better, so it'll wear longer. You can also do it just by itself and get, you know, a nice, and when you're doing it on the lash line, it's actually a little easier to get a thinner line if you want a thinner line. And you can also use the other end if you want either a bolder line, or if you just want to be able to smudge it a little bit and soften it out. So the eyeliner brush is a great tool for using your eyeshadows to change up your eyeliner, to either augment your pencil and change it a little bit, or in place of your pencil if you want a really soft look or really want something coordinated to the eyeshadow look that you've got. And like I said, you can change it up. You can do your pencil underneath and soften it up. You can do, you know, maybe a bolder wash of color along the lash line using the smudging end of the eyeliner brush, and then do a really fine line in a complementary color with your pencil. So there's a lot of options, and I just really encourage you to kind of, you know, play with try some new colors, play with your liner. Definitely get into your eyeshadow palettes and look at, you know, a lot of eyeshadow palettes do have a nice deep dark color that you can use as a liner. One of the other tricks I like to do is I would like to do like I'll do the number 4, the darkest color, on my upper lash, but then on my lower lash, if I want a little bit softer look, then I'll use that lighter color, the number 3 color in an eyeshadow quad, to get a little bit softer look under the eye. So you can kind of really change up the looks, and your palette of colors is pretty endless once you've got an eyeliner brush, because you can use any color that you can do in an eyeshadow. Another example would be if you really wanted to brighten up the eye area, you can, let me get all this dark color off my brush here. There we go. You can take, for example, this lighter shade, your kind of almost highlight shade, and you can use the eyeshadow brush to put that color in the inner corner of the eye and brighten up the inner corner of the eye. You could use, you know, your brighter shade, like the number 2 shade here, this more peachy orangey shade, and you can use that to get, you know, like over a brown pencil or something like that, to get a really and probably spread that a little bit thinner than I intended to get a nice, bright pop of color along the lash line there too. And some eyeshadows, you can also use your eyeliner brush wet to get an even bolder shade from that liquid. Get the eyeliner pencil wet, eyeliner brush wet, and then you can use that in your powder eyeshadow to get a bolder look. It'll go on a little bit darker and set a little bit more than just the powder by itself. So have a little bit of fun, experiment, try new colors, try new techniques, have a little bit of fun and change up your eyeliner look. Hope you've learned something new or something helpful, and I'll see you all again soon.